All right, mathematicians, we're going to go ahead and get started working again today on generating equivalent fractions. Yesterday, we learned to use our models and our number lines to help us come up with an equivalent fraction, meaning a fraction that looked or had different numbers but represented the same amounts. Let's look at an example of what we had from yesterday. Yesterday, we said, what if we started with 1/2? How could we generate a fraction that was equivalent, meaning it represented the same amount, but that went ahead and showed it in a different way? So we learned we could look at our models. So for instance, over here, we could look at 1/2. And when we looked at 1/2 on our bars, that was right here. So when I went down to my thirds and tried to draw, that didn't work. So I knew that there weren't thirds that were equivalent to 1/2. But if I went down here, 1/2 and 1/2 was equivalent. And if I kept going down, I could show that 1, 2, 3, 6 were equivalent, or that 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 were equivalent. So we discovered that 1/2, 2/4, 3/6, and 4/8 were all equivalent. We could also see that very easily on our number lines because they lined right up. But what if we didn't have that number line or those models right there? We learned we could do the work ourselves. We could very easily draw a model of 1/2. And we could create our own or generate our own model of an equivalent fraction by just simply redrawing that same model to show the same amount, but taking that same model, keeping the same amount shaded, but making it have more pieces, meaning we did something to our new model to make it have more pieces but still represent the same amount. So we said, well, what if we took this piece right here and chopped it into 2, which is great. But if I did it to this piece, then I have to do it to the other piece. Just like brothers and sisters, we have to be equal and fair. So now this model showed 1 out of the 2 pieces. This one now has 4 pieces, and it has 2 of them shaded in. So we were able to see that 1/2 was equivalent to 2/4. We did the same thing to our model. If we wanted to show that on a number line, we could do it as well. We could start with 0, 1, showing 1/2, and then showing that we hopped that 1 hop to 1/2. But then we could say, well, I'm going to take that and split it, and take that and split it. So now I see I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, or 4/4. So I know that 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent. So that's what we were working on yesterday. Today, we are going to work and we are going to still generate our fractions, but we're going to do it in a different way. We're still going to use our models, we're still going to use our number lines, but we're going to kind of think in reverse. Let me show you what I mean for that. Let's start this time with, I'm going to take 6/8. And I want to know what's that equivalent to. So if I come over here and I look on my number line and I find 6/8, when I look up, there's nothing in the 6 that line up. Oh, but 3/4 is right there. Nothing in the thirds and nothing in the halves. So according to this, 6/8 would be equivalent to 3/4. Let's see if that checks out over here in our models. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. So 6/8 would end right here. If I wanted to find something that was equivalent, I'm kind of chopping that 6. That doesn't work. Oh, that's right. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 is the same as my 6/8. There they were, remember? If I continue going up, oh, it's not equal on the third, and it's not equal on the halves. So up here, we also proved that 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. Well, what would that look like, though, if I didn't already have the models or the number lines drawn for me? If I were going to make a model of 6/8, I would start, and I'd split my bar into 8. And as always, my numerator tells me what to shade in, so I'm going to shade in 6 of those. Fantastic. Now I know that I want to make an equivalent fraction, so my model has to represent the same amount. So I'm just going to do the same thing over again. 8 and half, so now there's 4 on that side. On that side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all together. Then I want to go ahead and shade it in. Okay, so right now I have the exact same amount, but remember, to make an equivalent fraction, we want to represent it a different way. So I'm thinking, what can I do to this model? Well, remember yesterday how we made them each one into more pieces? Today we're going to do the opposite of that. I'm going to say, what if I take and make 2 be a piece? Let's see if that works. I can make these 2 a piece. I can make these 2 a piece, and these 2 a piece. So I still have equal pieces because that's the same amount, that's the same amount, that's the same amount, that's the same amount. So now it's like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So my denominator tells me how many pieces in all, and I have shaded in 1, 2, 3 of them. So I know that 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8 using my own model. And that's exactly what we proved over here. See if it works on a number line too. 0 and 1. I know I need 8. So I have 1 8, 2 8, 3 8, 4 8, 5 8, 6 8, 7 8. 1 whole is the same as 8 eighths, and down here that's 0 out of 8. And I started with 6/8, so I want to put my dot here, and just so I can show other mathematicians my thinking, that means I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths, or I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hops. Okay, but I said I also wanted to see what I could do with the same amount, but representing a different way. So I'm going to draw another number line. And with my blue, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put the same tick marks. And I'll put my dot in the same place, but this time I want to think, how can I put them together? So remember we said we would go 1, 2, and that would be it. 1, 2. And that would be it. 1, 2, and that would be it. And then 1, 2. So if I'm hopping, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hops. So this would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. So again, 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8. So today what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your fraction models and your number lines to help you determine if 2 fractions are equivalent. Then you're going to do a draw it where you're given a fraction and you're going to need to tell me what is the equivalent fraction by either drawing a model or a number line and finding your answer. Remember to click submit after your quiz and after your draw it. Good luck, mathematicians. I know you can do it.